Hello everybody, welcome to an exhibition match between Calamityx7 and Grymmwulf. These two competitors have not faced off head-to-head before, so this is their first meeting in competition. As you can see, they are pretty close in their average points. Only about 700 points separate the two. Their average kilometers off is also very close, but they both have scored perfect rounds and perfect games. They come into this matchup having won their own other exhibition match last week. Their place, of course, is just a placeholder. We're still in the preseason, and this is just an exhibition match. So this is just a kind of a chance for them to stretch their legs, so to speak, and to kind of warm up the brain before we get into the real Reddit season. Anyways, today we are playing on Urban World. This is another map created by Mapper, one of the best map creators of the community. The average score on this map is 16,067 points. It's been played almost 500,000 times with 2.5 thousand locations plus. Again, just like most of Mapper's maps, it is a map with hand-picked locations. And each city that's in the map has at least 5 different starting locations, so you can't recognize the city right off the bat. And there are no bad cameras, locations, or photospheres. So, without further ado, let's get into the match. Here we go. Okay, right off the bat, we see which looks like some Portuguese or Spanish. I often have a hard time without seeing too much, know exactly where. No, it's definitely Spanish, as I say that. Saw some more information here. Looking nice from both players. Looks like Grim is heading a bit north right now, northeast, while Calamity is focusing towards the south. So they are going in different directions, which shall be interesting. Oh, Calamity with a great sign. That should definitely give him a big hint that we are somewhere in South America, if he doesn't already know that. Oh, and he has also now just spotted the Bolivian flag. Thanks for the circle there, Calamity. Great, let's take a look at how Grymmwulf is doing. What is he looking at? He has a lines for Santa Cruz. That looks like a city name. He should have that. Let's jump back to our split view because I believe, yes, Calamity is putting us down in Santa Cruz, Bolivia. So he's definitely using all of his information for this. Grim yet to put down a marker. But again, he has seen lots of good information. Should definitely have a chance to know what country we are in. Calamity again with very good road signs. He should be trying to zoom in for 5,000 points here. Once he's able to find the intersections and work his way backward to the starting point. Hopefully he doesn't forget that. Grim looks like to have gone off on the unbeaten path, so to speak. He's on a smaller side road, taking a look at some signs. Doesn't seem to be getting too much information from it. So already, about halfway through our round, we're at about 2.5 minutes left for each of our competitors, and they are both well aware of the city we are in. So it'll come down to the street from here on out. Bolivia, not the best known for marking its roads, so it could be a little bit tricky to pinpoint exactly for those last 5 points or so, you know exactly where you are. But Grim there with a street name and address on that blue sign. Calamity still looking for some streets. He's at an intersection. Looks like he's trying to find something. You might be looking for an actual store name on the map. It can be tricky to do if you don't already know where exactly you are. You're hoping the store is going to give you the street. That's usually you want to go the other way around. If you have the street, you can kind of scroll and around looking for that street name on Google Maps. It's pretty tricky to do the other way around. Grim again zooming around, trying to find a bit of information as he can. He's got a nice statue park. That might be a good intersection he can use. Get about just under a minute left in this round. Both of them seem to be having a little bit of trouble finding exactly where we are in Santa Cruz. They've got the city and the country pretty on lock, but that street is really giving them a hard time. Oh, Grim has moved his token. He is moving further south. You know, if you don't know exactly where you are, that's a risky move, right? You want to maybe hedge your bets, put yourself somewhere where no matter where you are in the city, you can get maximum points. But definitely going for a southern location, kind of a little bit of an all or nothing play. Of course, we're talking about single digit points here for these two players. So all or nothing in terms of are you going to get 40, 49, 90 or 4995 or something? And there we go. We've got our timer up. Grim and them have both jumped to 4994 and 4982 for Calamity, who's already jumped into our next round. Got a bit of a head start on Grim, but the timer will equalize things out. And as we get into round two, Calamity already thinking we are in Brazil. He's already... Oh, that's some Portuguese right there. So yeah, he is correct to have circled part of Brazil. He might even have the city. Let's take a look at how Grim is doing. Grim looks like he's also seen some Portuguese and a nice telephone number. Both of these competitors should have no problem putting us in Brazil. Ooh, Calamity with some really good street names as he now looks for placing us down. Looks like he does have a city. He's pretty confident he saw something early on that gives him a city, so we'll see what Grim can do. Grim much slower on the pin drops we're seeing. He takes his time. He knows where we are, but he often struggles. Calamity again showing us that the area code 95 is for this city in Brazil. Oh, a top level domain for Grymmwulf will definitely give him a chance to put us in Brazil like he should. Let's see if he knows the city right off the bat. It's Bova Vista? Something like that. Lots of nice things on that blue building to give him what he needs. Let's head back to the split view. Yeah, and Grim has just seen the National Petrol Company, Fuel Company. Again, 95 you see on that phone number for that blue building. Should give us the state, if not the city. Oh, Grim thinking we're further. Oh, no, he has moved. Boa Vista, he's found the city. Maybe he got a little lucky in a scan. Not real sure. But it seemed like he had us way further east than he should have. But not much going on for Calamity right now. He's just trying to hone in on the street. Just giving him a little bit of a hard time. He has moved back to the start. Grim yet to do so. Still out trying to gather more information. Calamity seen some Brazilian. Oh, he has found that building on the map. Very nice. A good move. Which has caused him to guess, and he's already jumped into the next round. So let's try to pause him. Get him back a little bit. Yeah, see, you can see on his map that he has found the building on the road where we started and puts on the intersection. When I've paused Grimm's game as well. Grim still has about a minute left. I'm gonna have to keep just rewinding Calamity's game here to make sure we're staying on the same thing. Sorry, I need to move us back to that split view. Yeah, he's already moving on. Looks like Calamity's gonna try to take a whole nother minute, so we might want to jump a little further back. Get a little bit of a replay. Check out what Calamity saw towards the end of his round. You could just bump Grim up. We don't want to miss anything. We want to miss what he finds. The one tricky thing about competitors taking a different amount of time on the challenges. Grim also, I think, has found, he's looking at the same building as Calamity is, but see, can he find it on the map? That's the question. About 25 seconds left. And I'm showing you the wrong person. There we go, that's Grim, that's what we want to look at. 5,000 points on that round, by the way, for Calamity. He's got about 5 seconds left now. It doesn't seem like he's going to be able to pinpoint it. So he had about a 12-point advantage going into the round. Let's pause it here. There we go. He had about a 12-point lead going into the round. But on this guess... Oh, it looks like... Oh, he's not looking at Calamity's score. Calamity does get a perfect 5K, an ace in the round for Calamity, but Grim losing 5 points, so he's only got about a 7-point lead now on Calamity. So this game's going to be one of single-digit points and of meters, not of hundreds or kilometers for sure. Now let's see if we can't get these two synced back up again. Try to find the good point when they both enter the map. This should do it. We can move back to our split screen. There we go. A little bit far behind. They both see that sign on the road right next to the starting location, and Calamity right off the bat is going to decide he knows where that is. He's going to put us in Bulgaria, as you can see, and he's going to move on a little bit. Grim, who seen the sign too, has wiggled his mouse to indicate he thinks he knows what's going on. But again, he's a little bit slower on that draw. Oh, and Calamity has now seen a .bg confirming we are in Bulgaria. Lots of good signs. For those of you who don't know, if you see Cyrillic alphabet with English together on signs, that's a really good bet it's Bulgaria. I don't think it's the only country that does it on its signs, but it is one of the most common locations to do that. Grim now also putting us down in Bulgaria, believing we are in Sofia, the capital. Calamity, on the other hand, is looking closer to maybe Beograd, a different, smaller city. Plovdiv? Something like that. I can't read Bulgarian. What do you expect? I can barely speak English most of the time. So another round where both of our competitors definitely know where we are. It looks like we are now in different cities, but I believe it will be only a matter of time before they can both figure out exactly what city we're in. Now, given the development of this city, oh, there's a mall, Sofia. Calamity has now definitely seen the right location. He'll move us and try to find that mall on the map. Grim looking through some fences? Not sure exactly what he hopes to see there. Calamity has moved back to the main starting position with the hope of trying to pinpoint that street. Looks like we have Calamity again going to be earning at least 499. We'll see if he can eke out that another ace, another 5K. Grim looking at some advertisements, some signs. Still quite not sure. Sign says Belize. I don't think he's gullible enough to be fooled by that. Let's move back to our split screen. About 2 minutes left, both of our competitors. Another top level domain for Grim, just reaffirming his location. Now these train tracks should give our competitors a good base to work from. They can see those train tracks and tram tracks from quite a ways out on the map, and that should help them kind of narrow in on their position a little bit if they're smart enough to use them. But European roads are not exactly tidy, if you can put it that way. They tend to be very curved and crisscross each other many times. Many a time have I been brought to grief by the fact that the same road crosses another road 3 or 4 times, and I found the wrong time they crossed, not the right time. At least not for the location we had on Geoguessr. Calamity now looking at a bunch of tracks. See, he is trying to use that information to his advantage. Yeah, they're down to streets now. About 40 seconds left for both of them. Mall of Sophie. Grim confirming his location. He's also found the mall. Oh, it looks like... Yes, it looks like Calamity has, with about 20 seconds left, found the exact starting spot on the map. He's found a nearby building. Whether or not he's got the actual location of the spawn is another story. Grim, on the other hand, is still looking at that Mall of Sofia, IMAX, trying to find it on the map. But with time running out, that will do it for our two competitors. Ooh, and a tie. Both of them getting... Oh, actually, wait a minute. What did... Because, of course, Calamity wants to... make it so that he doesn't pay. Oh, there we go. That's a good view. A second ace. A second ace in this game for Calamity. That, I think that just about wipes the lead that Grim took in the first round. Wow. What rounds back to back from Calamity. Maybe getting a little bit lucky finding those buildings on the map, but hey, an ace is an ace. You'll take it any way you can get them. but Grim 4994 drops another 6 points. His lead might be 1 point, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and let's see if we can't. Grim giving us some analysis of his own. But let's see if we can't get them into the match here. There we go. That should do it. Into round 4. Yes. Grim has a 1 point lead. You can see that on your screens now. If my tags aren't a little weird. They should know we're in Malaysia. Some signage and the language does give you a good hint at that. Sorry, anyways, yeah. Calamity sitting at 14,982 and Grim 14,983. This is the closest margin I have ever seen. 1 point. Oh, there's the Malaysian flag for Grim. Hopefully he didn't miss that. Calamity's still looking at some road signs, thinking he might have found something. Those road names and cities should give him some pretty good clues. A little bit confusing because we're in Malaysia, but there is so much Chinese on the signs that if one could be confused, maybe some other place in Southeast Asia or Taiwan, if you're not too careful. But we have seen the Malaysian flag, and Calamity has seen some Malaysian street signs and roads, so those can help. It looks like Grim has found a nice address on what looks like to be a restaurant or a food supply company. That should help him try to narrow down. That sure enough, there's the city. Sungai Petani Kedah. So he knows where we are, but oh, Calamity doesn't quite have it. He still has us somewhere else, closer to Kuala Lumpur. Grim, however, if we go back to our split view, has us down. He knows a street, and he's gonna work on getting that ace himself, see if he can increase that 1 point lead. As I watch Calamity, I think he's definitely got the keys to the kingdom here. He's definitely got enough information. He's got roads. He knows we're not in Kuala Lumpur. He has now found a couple cities on the map that he knows. Oh, there we go. He has now put us in the right city. Very nice. He's going to go back to the start now to try to pinpoint the road as well. So again, both of our competitors in the same city. It's going to come down to those kilometers, those few meters to separate them again. Good building find for Calamity. He might be able to find that on the map. Grim focusing for a long time on that one sign. He's got an address, so he's looking for that road. He believes it to be a main road, so maybe he believes he can find it. Calamity with the horrible spelling of strawberry. Horrible or creative, depending on how you look at it, I guess. Grim has seemed to wander off the main road again. Gotten himself. There's the Malaysian flag to cement our location. In case there's any last minute doubt. It doesn't look like. They've got about 40 seconds each. And it doesn't seem like they have a good clue. Calamity does seem to think he knows the road. Oh, he has found the road. Now, can he find the building? This might be a third ace in a row. He's playing the wrong sport. He should be playing tennis with this many aces. Grim, though, actually looking outside of town now on the map. Ooh, wasting precious seconds. Not what's going to help you. Again, now we're down to the last 5 seconds. Oh. There we go. Oh, no. It appears as if Calamity has found a street, but he found the wrong street. Either he was too far on a different location or he ended up moving us again. I didn't quite catch it, but 4990 for him, but 4996 for Grim. Grim gets another 6 points, back to a 7-point lead going into the final round. Oh man. It just seems like either Calamity has got us, or he is just really unlucky with his pin location in the city, losing just those few single-digit points to Grim. Pretty sure that Grim is going to jump. Actually, Grim jumps really quick into the next round, but Calamity doesn't. There we go. It seemed to be synced up now. Into our final round, a 7-point difference separates our two players. Oh, a postal service for Calamity. Definitely knows we're in the US. Ooh, and Grim with the great find, Missoula, on the side of the truck. He is an American, so hopefully have an advantage knowing that we are, in fact, in Montana. Bit of a surprise trivia for you all. I grew up in Missoula. At least I lived there for a year. Calamity, though, not to be forgotten too quickly, has found some signs about Montana. He knows we're in Montana. I don't think he has a city quite yet, but see if he can't find it. He's got I-90 West, so he'll at least have that to help him out. To go back to the split screen here, Grim now is looking for the intersection. He's got us at Hilda and Connell, sorry. So he's going to be scouring the map, and it looks like Calamity also looking at those street signs. I don't know if he has the city yet. That might prove a little tricky. His map is set to Missoula, so he might, yes, it looks like he is in the right city. And again, all 5 rounds, these players are looking for our road. 2 of the 3 boxes checked right away. Country, city, I guess we can say state too, so that's 3 of the 4 checked off right away. Now, can they find... Ooh, Calamity has found Hilda on the map. Let's take a look at that. So he will be trying to find this crossroad with Hilda. There's Connell. Now he'll look for that. Oh, he's found it. He looks like he'll maybe get his 3rd ace of the match. Calamity has guessed already. Let's go back to our split. Oh, yes, he's going to just jump right off. Let me try to pause. Go back to his... No, don't all the way back to the start. Let's just focus on Grymmwulf for a bit. Calamity guess. Let's see if we can't find his points. He goes really fast to this. He did get a 5K. That is his 3rd ace of the match. Oh, that does pause. Calamities. Grim's video. But we'll stick with Grim here for another 2 minutes or so. He has the location he's going to actually guess and is not going to waste our time. Thank goodness. And let's move back to our split screen since they're both on the score sheet. They both aced the final round. That's a 3rd for Calamity again and a 1st for Grim. But that unfortunately means for Calamity that he will lose by 7 points. What a heartbreaker for Calamity. Absolutely gut-wrenching to get 3 aces in a round in a game and just not pull out the W. That's just how close these two are. Just basically a few kilometers unlucky out of 5 rounds. Oh man, he'll be a little bit disappointed with that, but I think he'll definitely tip his hat to Grym, who just put up a solid performance. Never dropped more than I think 5 points in a round. So that very first round then really kind of shows shows the difference between the two. That first round where Calamity got 4984, I believe, it was basically what cost him the game. He came all the way back, but in a game of single-digit points, 12 points is a lot to make up. So, great. Well, thank you all for joining me on this exhibition map. These two are going to be regular competitors in our upcoming Reddit League, so check them out in that. Hopefully this gives you a bit of a appetizer, a taste of what's to come, of the very fierce competition that's going to be happening, especially at the higher divisions, Division 1 and Division 2. We'll see you all next time. Take care.